Once you've added a few different tables to your Gridfox project, it might be useful to get an overview of the data in a project. This is where dashboards can come in very useful. Gridfox supports a variety of different chart types on the dashboard. In this video, we'll walk through how to create a dashboard and how to add charts to it. If we open up the to-do list project, we've got some tasks, some projects and some companies as tables in this project. And it might be useful to get a dashboard overview of where the tasks and projects are up to. So the first thing we'll do is open up edit mode, click add new and pick dashboard. So let's call it overview and add it here. So this has created my dashboard to which I can add the different chart components. So there's several different chart types, which we'll run through a couple of them today. I'd recommend looking at the help documentation for a full explanation of each of them. To add a chart to your dashboard, simply drag and drop from the menu at the side. Once you've added a chart, you can move it around the screen to reorder it, add new ones, etc. To remove a chart, simply drag to the bottom right-hand corner. So the pie chart I've just added, I might want to see a breakdown of projects divided up by status. So I'm going to give the pie chart a name, call it projects by status. A chart must be linked to a table, in this case it's projects. I can optionally select a filter for the data, so where I have set up a saved filter for a screen, I can use that subset of data on the dashboard rather than using all data against projects. I'm not going to put a filter in just now. I then need to choose what I'm grouping by on the pie chart, so what are the wedges determined by. In my case, I want to see the status of the projects, so I'm going to use the on track list field. There's a couple of configuration options as well, so I can choose whether pie chart values always show or just show on hover. I'm more interested in the proportion, so I'm just going to add a hover. Then on the pie chart, do I want to see the total number of projects divided up by each of the statuses? Or maybe I want to see, in this case, the sum of the budget of all the projects in the various statuses. So I'm going to sum by budget. I can go ahead and save that, and I'll see a preview of the chart that I've just created. I can add another chart to my dashboard as well, let's say a bar chart. And this I want to see the tasks split across a month, say. So in the month that we're in, what proportion of my tasks are due at a certain date? This will help me plan my work in. So I want to select the tasks table. I'll give the chart a name of tasks by date. I want to filter, so I've already set up a filter for tasks that is just this month's tasks, so where due date equals current month. And I'm going to group the results on the x-axis by the due date. And I want to see a daily summary of how many tasks I've got due on that day. I'm just going to take a count of the tasks. If I had an estimate of days, say, on each task, I might want to see the sum of days or hours against each task that's due. But in this case, I just want to see a count. So if I click Save here, I can see that I'm busy towards the middle of the month, but it's quieter at the beginning and the end. Once I'm happy with the dashboard setup, I can go ahead and save all of my changes and close edit mode to take a look what this would look like for my users. So you can see here the two charts that I created. If I go ahead and open the editor again, the screen is just like any other and can be reordered in the project. And also the visibility can be toggled using the eye icon. It may be that some of my users are on different devices and I want to check the dashboard looks okay for them. I can switch between the devices by using this little toggle at the side to see how it would look on a tablet or a mobile as well. This is useful where you have users using different devices to access your project. So we've seen how to configure a couple of the charts that we have. To take a look at some of these charts in action, I'm going to swap to the CRM project using the project picker. We can see here in this project there's a variety of different chart types, for instance a sales funnel, a list of high value opportunities, some summary statistics, as well as a pie chart, a line chart, and a bar chart. I'd recommend having a look at the help documentation for details on each of the chart types and how to configure them. So we've seen how to add a dashboard to your project, how to add charts to the dashboard, and what it will look like for the users.